the other day it occurred to me, like, that at 47, if I don't like die in a really weird way, I don't know, like shark attack or a snake bite, or like a brick falls on me, or I have a car crash, or choke on a sandwich, or get poisoned, or I get raped and murdered by someone I don't know, or maybe I get raped and murdered by someone I do know, it's probably more likely. You know, I get stabbed by like a random attacker, or God, there's so much weird shit that could happen. Anyway, just say that none of that weird shit that takes you out can happen. That I am actually over halfway into the book of my life. The book of me. The book of Mandy, Nolan. You know, that's the book. And unlike, I'm probably not going to live. I mean, that means, you know, assuming I'm living to almost 100, you know, I'm not going to get cancer or something, then I'm probably going to, and well over half. I'm halfway through the book. And I really want to get to the end. You know, I don't want a surprise ending. I don't want to suddenly, you know, go, oh, that was a really good book. Oh, shit, it's short. I'd like to get right to the end. Sort of my idea, and it's kind of weird that it's sort of happening so quickly. I mean, I don't feel, I know people say this when they get old, people say it, and you're going, how can you not know you're old? You're like, you're ancient. And I know how I feel, because now when I peer, I feel like I'm sitting and peering out of the eyes of this thing I'm in, and I don't really feel any older than I did when I was 3. And I remember being 3, and actually it's not the same, I remember looking up and seeing my mum's bum, and it was massive. Like this huge ass, and just going, wow, that is massive. And then I found out when I told my mum that she was 6 stone, I started freaking out, because I went, God, what if my kids thought of me, you know, at 90 kilos looking up at my bum? They must have really thought it wasn't just like another planet. All about perspective, I guess, but it's sort of a shock, isn't it? You kind of, I don't give a shit about getting old. I'm not one of those women that sit there going, oh my God, I'm getting older. I actually think it's kind of funny. I quite like, you can get in the car and you get the rear vision mirror and you have that look and you go, oh my God, you see your face. Like, there's nothing tells the truth about your age like the rear vision mirror. Like, you see, like, you know, or it's like your nostril hairs and, you know, the big enlarged pores that start coming in around here. Like, you don't even see that. I didn't know I was looking so old, and all the wrinkles, like, it's like the epidermis, it just opens up and you see weird wrinkles and bits of hair, like rogue pubes coming out of areas that you're going, shit, why didn't someone tell me I had that big pube coming out of there? You know, sprouting out of weird places, and your skin starts coarsening and you're going, Jesus. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, got to remember not to look so much, I suppose. Although I'm not into that kind of, you know, Botox shit. When it comes to aging, I'm not for the Botox, because I think if you take the Botox, you miss the point. You know, you don't get to see what you look like. Like, what a sad thing not to ever get to see what your old face looks like. Because you are, in fact, if you think about it like this, you are a biological sculpture. And shaped by the environment, the way you think, the way you act, and the drugs and shit you do to yourself, that will make the outcome of what you look like. So if you use Botox and plastic surgery and stuff like that, you're kind of fucking up the artwork. And I reckon you should just let it happen, because I think that's, you are an installation when you do that. But also, when I'm thinking about age, one of those funny things where you're going, you know, I don't think about it until I start getting invitations over and over, like lately invitation to 50th and now 60th, you know, getting another, it's a great invitation, but, you know, another 60th invitation, like one after the other, people just popping off, going, getting old, going, God, these are the old people, these are people I used to look at and go, my God, they're so old, why do they even bother breathing? And they're my friends, now they're my peers, you know, and that's kind of shocking to me. And I was trying to imagine, because I'm 47, I'm still quite young, you know, what my party's going to be like. I'm thinking towards my 50th. And now I'm getting older, I'm sort of planning the party. And I'm thinking I don't know, like, it's different. I think they're different parties to what you had in your 30s. Like I had, like, hash cookies at my 30s. So at this party, when I turn 50, I might do a similar thing, but I might do Metamucil cookies. You know, and something, you know, and maybe sort of, you know, things that keep you kind of regular. And maybe, you know, have some vodka. Lots of vodka, but you have it with fibre gel, so that, you know, because at least, you know, like, it might be good to have, you can feel it coming on, it will actually be like a big poo. And as you know, as you get older, there is no greater rush than a good poo. And then you can sit around talking about your poo stories, because who doesn't love sharing stories of their bowel movements? I mean, that's something you'll want to share. I've been thinking of, because I'm actually booked in for my colonoscopy, which is taking a long time, by next year, and providing I don't have bowel cancer, I can show the footage and film. I can actually big project up my colon camera, because if you get a camera up there, you've got to show the footage, and that is a short film worth showing, and that'll be the screening at the 50th, right up the shitter. And maybe I don't know, like, you know, maybe for some other friends, like, you know, instead of having a free bar, I'll have a free bar, but I'll have like all the antacids, like I'll have Gaviscon and I'll have my Lanta, you know, and all the kind of stuff. Because, you know, get to my age, you don't need to drop acid anymore. Because look at that, I've got to take these things all the time. You know, you don't want to drop acid because your stomach is just like full of acid, just bubbling up to the top, full of the shit. It's just bloody awful. But, you know, that would be kind of nice. I kind of like the idea of doing that. And for pill poppers, because we don't have got friends that still like to pop pills, we could have, I don't know, maybe some evening primrose for the menopausal, maybe some fish oil for people with cholesterol problems, maybe mini aspirins for the clotters. And who knows, you know, a couple of Panadol for people like to push it hard. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great party. I can't wait. We can get nude later and like cover ourselves in Denko rub. Like that'd be pretty exciting. I've already been to Aldi and I've pre-bought the toilet chairs because I thought that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Because once you get into a party like this, you know, you don't need pants. You just sit on your toilet chair, grease up a few walking frames, and you've got a pole dancer. Anyway, plans are being made. Eh? The joys of aging. It is kind of fun, isn't it? Everything stops working. Not really. But I have to eat this because I ate a piece of chocolate. Come sit around and talk about our operations. It'll be fun. First of all. Anyway, here's to getting old. I think it's good. I'm looking forward to these parties as we get old. I'll go to like 8:30 at night because we'll have to go home and watch the ABC. While it's still going.